I mentioned in lesson 8.5 that we would be talking about applications of percents, and so here we are. So the first question is where do you see percents in everyday life? I'll just stop and think about and list some answers there. Where do you hear people talk about percents in everyday life? Ask your parents. They've got some great examples. You can also go ahead and use your resources. We won't call it cheating. We'll call it using your resources. And you can look down through these examples here and find 4 examples. So all you would need to come up with is a 5th example. So now let's work on our first application here. Indiana's current sales tax is 7%. So let's apply that. If we go to Walmart and I go buy the movie Frozen for $15.86, which is probably a cheap price for that, I'm not going to walk up to the register and pay $15.86. They're going to charge me sales tax. So that's what I need to calculate. And I don't care which method you use to calculate that. You can use your equation method or you can use your proportion method. I am going to give you the answer here, but I want you to see if you can work it by yourself first and see if you come out with the right answer. As always, I don't want you to just write down the answer. I want you to show your work as well. And I've shown you both methods there. Here's your equation method. Here's my 7% of 1586 is $1.11, or 7% of 1586 is the part that I don't know. And either way you work it, you get $1.11. So now moving on to our next application. You go out to dinner. Not only do you have to pay the sales tax that we just talked about up here, but also you're going to make your server very angry if you don't leave a what? A tip. And usually 15% is the standard amount for a tip. Now I have seen recently where this has actually been bumped up to 20%, but for this example we'll use 15%. So the two things I want you to figure are, first of all, how much sales tax you have to pay on your dinner, plus how much should you leave as a tip. So here's what you've ordered for your dinner. You ordered the chopped steak for $14.99, and your friend orders the Caesar salad for $7.99. You each order a pop for $2.59 each. Like I said in a couple previous lectures, the price for soda pops has really gone up, and there's a huge markup for soda. So the first thing you need to calculate is how much you've spent in food. So you simply need to add up the 3. So I add up $14.99 plus $7.99 plus, and I'm doubling the $2.59 because you each had soda. So you spent a total of $28.16 for just your meal. So now I need to calculate how much the sales tax is. So go back and calculate your sales tax. So you want to do 7% of $28.16. And you get some long decimal number, but we're going to round that since we're talking money to $1.97 for the sales tax. Now, I need to determine how much to leave as tip. And this is kind of where it gets a little tricky sometimes. Because some people, and what your waitress and your waiter want you to do, is they want you to pay the tip, the 15% tip, on your total bill that includes your sales tax. So if you'll look at a receipt, notice that they give you your subtotal, then your tax, and the big number they put down here. This is what they want you to pay the tip on. Now it's up to you whether you want to pay the 15% of this subtotal or if you want to pay the 15% of the total that includes the tax. For the sake of fluency, we're going to take the 15% of the total plus the tax. So now we need to calculate 15% of $30.13. So that would give you, in this case, because we want to round, $4.52. Continue with part 2 of this tutorial for the rest of these notes in this example down here.